Hi, Lauren. Can you come get me now? Could you also bring some money with you? $300 should be enough. Hi, Cassidy. Did you forget your wallet? No, of course I have my wallet with me. I don't leave home without it. I take care of my stuff. I'm not one of those airheads that lose their stuff all the time. Did you confuse me with yourself? Are you reminding yourself not to forget your wallet? I'm not. Then why do you need money? I just need it. Bring it here and stop asking so many questions. You're just a housewife. You have time to do that. Not like you have anything better to do anyway. I bet you're just lazing around at home right now and watching one of those long-forgotten afternoon movies on TV. Just do as I say and bring $300 to me. I don't even know where you are. I'm at the bus stop on 5th. The bus stop there? I'm at the supermarket near the house. That bus stop is on the opposite side of town. You're too far. I'm in the middle of a food run for tonight's dinner. Besides, you still haven't answered why you need that much money. I'm not just going to bring $300 to you when you ask. What? You're not going to listen to what I say? You're the one that married into my family. It is my family that took you in. You need to know your place. I fail to see how that makes a difference. But even if that had any meaning, I still don't need to follow everything that you say. You still need to answer me. What are you going to do with $300? That's a lot for you to spend. Fine. I'll tell you if you really want to know. My friends and I are going to Six Flags. At first, we were going to go shopping at the mall downtown, but we suddenly changed our plans. Amelia suggested we go to Six Flags and take pictures so we can share them on our page. We might even make a few shorts. You guys are going there now? But what about work? I took the day off today. Don't worry, it's a paid vacation. Oh, you took the day off? Yeah. What about it? Do I need to ask you for permission or something? I get to decide when I want to take the day off. I don't need to tell anyone about it. I understand that, but you said that you would help with the housework on your next day off. You also said that you would accompany your mom and dad to the hospital, too. Yeah, I remember. I'll do that on my next day off. Today is all about me. I just need time off to forget about the stress of my job. I just want to have a good time today. You are entitled to that, but you made these promises a month ago and you keep pushing it and pushing it. What? You have no right to lecture me about it. I actually go to work. I don't stay at home all day, unlike you. Are you telling me that I can't have a day off for myself? That's not what I'm saying. But you need to clean your room at least. You normally don't help with any of the housework. You promised that you would do it on your days off. You even promised Edward that you would do it after he lent you that $500 last month. My brother said that I could help out whenever I wanted. He didn't set any conditions when I borrowed that money from him. That's what he said. Besides, that $500 was from my brother. You didn't make that money. He did. You don't get to butt in and set your own conditions. Edward is the one who works and brings home the money. But that money belongs to the family. It isn't only his just because he's the one who goes to the office. As a housewife, I take care of the house and the family. I might not make money, but what I do is still important. It is also because I'm a housewife that Edward can focus on his work. He doesn't have to worry about anything else. We are a team. Being a housewife doesn't mean that I'm a volunteer or that I'm doing charity work. Okay, you need to stop right there. Stop talking as if being a housewife is real work. It's not like you have to get there on time or anything. You don't have to deal with a boss or annoying coworkers. You have all the time in the world. No one checks on you, and you can take as many breaks as you want. Like I said, Edward is the one that brings home the money from his job. But that money is used to support the household, so it is also my money as well. $500 is not a small amount either. It is basically a month of groceries. Wow, you talk so much for a person that doesn't do work outside of the house. Stop acting like you're better than the people who do actual work. You know, I do have experience working as well. I had a regular job before I got married. After we got married, Edward and your mother thought that it would be better if I stayed home. They were the ones that wanted me to become a housewife. I agreed because I wanted to be helpful. That was when I quit my job and started taking care of the house. Yeah, but that means that you're not making any money now, right? Edward asked me to move into your parents' house. He needed me to do the housework as well as look after your parents as they get older. I'm not just lounging around the living room watching TV all day like you think. Have you ever seen me do that in the first place? I'm at work in the middle of the day, so I don't know what the hell you do. If this is only to pay for your entertainment, then sorry, I can't do that. I can't just hand over $300 that easily. You need to find another way to pay for your own miscellaneous expenses. You should be using the money that you make to pay for that. God, you're so annoying. Stop it with the lectures. You're not my mother. Don't order me around. Ugh, I've had it with you. You need to bring that money to me right now. You're going to make me late. There's a lot that I need to buy at the park. My friends and I all want to buy matching caps. We're going to look so cute in our pictures. Just do as I say and bring the money. I don't care where you are now. Sorry, but no can do. Fine then. You're bullying me. I'm going to tell my brother how you treated me today. He's not going to like it. Lucky for you, I need to go meet my friends now. But don't think I'm letting you off. You're going to pay me back for all the money that I spent today. Well, I guess we can talk about it later as a family. I'm going to be using my credit card. The bill will come next month. So you better have the money by then. There's plenty of time for you to come up with that sum. But make no mistake, you'll be paying for it. Man, I should have asked my brother. He always gives me the amount that I want and then some. I have to go now. Tell everyone that I'm coming home late. I'm going to text my brother about this. You're going to get in trouble. You need to learn from this and just do as I say. Okay, then.
Hey, baby. Just wanted to let you know that I got a text from Cassidy. Why didn't you give her the allowance?
Huh? What do you mean, why? She wasn't asking for her allowance. Did you ask her how she was going to spend that money?
She said she's going to the park. It's a place that does cost some money. You could have just given her some.
Explain to me why I have to give a full-grown adult, with a job, money so that she can go play at an amusement park? She doesn't even need an allowance anymore.
Cassidy is a girl. Girls need money for a lot of things. I can't tell you the specifics. You should know better than I do anyway.
Come on, Edward. She has a job and she lives at home with her parents and us. She doesn't contribute even a cent of the money that she makes into the house. What does she need our money for? Also, last month she already took $500 from our living expenses. I can't throw $300 more of our expenses away like that.
I know that you don't have a family, so you probably don't understand that family is important. If it keeps my little sister happy, then we need to help do that. If you don't want to, then think of it as helping me out. Make life easier for all of us.
Edward, really? Just because my parents passed away when I was young, that doesn't mean that I don't know how important family is. I do know.
We took you into our family. You are part of our family now. You need to help us out. We need to help each other out.
I only married you. I didn't marry your sister. And I'm trying my best to look out for you and me and your whole family, believe it or not. You were the one that asked me to quit my job so that I could work in your house full-time. I gave up my career for you. I did what you asked. I do the chores and look after your parents. But I don't feel like I've been accepted into your family. I don't feel like any of you have treated me like family, to be honest. Now you're acting like you guys were the ones that are doing me the favor by giving me a family. This wasn't the relationship that I wanted.
We accepted you and gave you a place to call home. Cassidy accepted you as her sister-in-law. You need to be grateful to her for doing that.
So to thank her for accepting me, I need to give her half of our living expenses? So that she can blow that money on having fun? I don't think that's the right thing to do. I said it already, but Cassidy is a full-grown adult. She works and she makes her own money.
Well, as her sister-in-law, don't you feel that you should give her what she wants?
If we gave her everything that she wanted, then that would just spoil her. That wouldn't be good for her.
Wow, come on. What did we just say about family?
I'm talking about family. When it comes to money, you have to be strict. We aren't only taking care of the two of us. We're also taking care of your father and mother. If we don't stick to the budget, something can happen and we won't be able to help them. This is also for Cassidy's sake, too. You can't take care of her forever. One day she'll need to move out and she'll have to control her spending on her own. She can't just think about having fun all the time. She needs to think about how she can live within her means.
But this is the money that I make that we're talking about now.
I didn't want to say this, but I have to make it clear. You're out at work all day, and when you come home, you don't help much. So you have no idea about the finances of the house. I take care of everything. I'm the one that is crunching the numbers every month.
But you're not helping to make anything. Where does the money come from? From me. It's my money, so I have the final say for what we do with it.
If that's how you want to play, then fine. Let's divide the housework and I'll also find a job.
That's not what we agreed upon.
Then what do you want me to do?
Well, if you were to continue doing all the housework, then I'll let you find a job as well.
That's impossible and you know it. There's no way I can work and do the housework at the same time. I would need more than 24 hours to do both. You're asking for the impossible. Only looking after your mother already takes up most of the day. Do you know that?
What do you mean looking after? You make her sound like a child you're taking care of. My mom and dad aren't babies. There are days when my dad goes out and works too.
He works a few days a week at his part-time job. By the way, you should be the one that accompanies them to all of their doctor's appointments and whatnot.
Why would I need to do that?
Your father and mother aren't as young as they used to be. Their bodies aren't as strong as they used to be either. Your mother has a bad back and your father's knees are starting to bother him again. You need to get them the proper help that they need. It might be time to put them in a home instead of keeping them with us. We won't be able to help them much longer. This is for them. It would improve their quality of life.
What are you talking about? My mom and dad are still healthy. They don't need to be looked after by a nurse or anyone like that. My mother can take care of herself, thank you very much.
She can't. That's why I'm suggesting that she get help.
Are you saying that my parents are so old that they need assisted living? They are my parents. I can't put them into a home.
It's important for you to understand their condition and their situation.
Fine. I'll give it to you that they are getting hurt more easily lately. That I agree with. But that just comes with age. It's only natural. You need to be careful and make sure that they don't hurt themselves. That's what you are here for. I see. You want to put them in a home so that you can have an easier life. You want them to get put in a home so that you can kick back and take it easy. You're selfish.
I didn't say that, and that is not what my intentions are.
Then you agree that they don't need any more help than what you can provide them. My parents are healthy and active people. They are my parents. You need to treat them with respect.
If that's what you think, then I dare you to spend one full day with them.
As their son, I've always been there for them. Be grateful that I'm allowing you to even have that experience. If you continue on this selfish path of not wanting to do anything, then it won't end well for you. A woman that doesn't appreciate family will get tossed aside very soon. You better work your butt off for this family so that you won't get thrown out.
You can't talk to me like that.
Oh, by the way, I'm coming home late today.
And what's this now all of a sudden? You're coming home late?
Cassidy will be coming home late too, right? Lucky you! 2 less mouths to feed tonight. Okay then. I'm going to have a few beers with my friends tonight. I'll be home when we're done. You don't have to take care of me tonight. You can have tonight off. Aren't I just a wonderful husband?
That means that you're leaving me with your mom and dad.
Yeah, but it'll be nighttime and there will be nothing for you to do. You can just do whatever you want tonight. That's enough time wasted. I need to get back to work.
Hi, Kathy. Are you having a good time at your parents' place? It's been a while since you were back, right? It's also your first time traveling in a long time. You must be having the time of your life. It must feel like you're in heaven. Yeah, nothing beats visiting your own parents' grave. Anyway, I got to see some friends as well. Overall, it was a very relaxing 3-day trip home. You haven't gone back since you got married, yeah? Yeah, that's true. It has been a while. It was nice being able to catch up with some old friends of mine. We had a good time having dinner last night. You were the one that suggested that I take a break and go on this trip, didn't you? Edward told me that it was you. I have to admit that I was surprised to hear that. I thought it was something else. Thank you for talking to your brother about it. It was nothing. I read that it is important to give housewives a break too. So I thought that it was time that we gave you a break, Kathy. Well, I have a lot of things that I want to do as well. The timing was perfect, so we all win in this situation. I bought some souvenirs for you guys. It's nothing big, just some snacks that you can only get here that I thought that you guys will enjoy. I'm taking the night flight home, so I still have some time before I need to be at the airport. I'll be back in time to make a quick dinner for you guys. It won't be anything fancy, though. You don't have to do that. Oh, really? I don't? Why? What will you do about dinner? Oh, we don't need you to make dinner because we won't be there. You'll be continuing your vacation from being a housewife for the entire week. Wow, you did that for me? Well, it really isn't for you. I might as well tell you since you will find out soon anyway. We moved! You moved? Where to? Nobody told me you were moving. I'm glad you're finally getting some independence. Wow. Learn how to read already. Those daytime soaps are melting your brain. I said we moved, not just me. The house only has your stuff in it now. You have 1 week to get it all out. Oh, and before I forget, we turned off gas and water already, so you can't really live in there. Well, you can, but it sure won't be comfortable. Wait a minute. I'm so lost right now. What exactly is going on? The bottom line is that we don't need you anymore. My brother, father, mother, and I all moved to a new condo. But that house isn't quite ready yet, so we are renting a place month to month. You're no longer a part of this family, so there's no way I'm going to tell you the address. What do you mean, I'm no longer a part of the family? Edward already filed for divorce a few days ago. It should be approved in a few months. Edward filed for divorce? I guess this is some kind of joke. Besides, that's impossible. I didn't sign any divorce papers, and it takes both parties to do something like that. Oh, Kathy, I can sense your nervousness over text. And don't worry about the divorce papers. I signed them for you. Why would you do that? Why are you doing all of this? Do you remember what happened 2 months ago? I needed money to go to Six Flags, and you said no. Well, that was the last straw. Also, I met a man that worked at a real estate agency when I was there. He's my boyfriend now. New condos? Can you afford to live there? What are you going to do about the mortgage? We let my boyfriend handle the selling of our previous house. He was able to get a good price for it. With that money, we were able to pay for the down payment and then some for the new condo. We worked out a good figure to pay every month. The price is almost too good. It's only $2,000 a month. Isn't that amazing?
Your mortgage is only $2,000 a month for a brand new condo?
I don't really know the details. I left that all up to my boyfriend. I don't want to worry my head about those things anyway. A man that really knows what he is doing and his job is really cool. Living in a condo is going to be way better than living in an old house, though. I can't wait to start living the condo life. The view is going to be spectacular. Oh, and the facilities! There's a gym. My boyfriend said that he bought a condo in the same building too, but on a different floor. He's going to be living close by. It's going to be so awesome.
You sold your parents' house and bought a new condo with that money. You did all of this behind my back? You got me to get out of the house and move to another place? The only reason you did that was because you didn't want me to know where you were moving to.
We had a family meeting and decided that we didn't need you anymore. We all agreed on that. My brother has a new girlfriend now anyway, so there's no room for you.
Edward has a girlfriend?
Yeah, it's already been a while since they started going out. She's even been to the house a few times. Oh, wow. Don't tell me that you really didn't know. You are so dense.
Wait, you mean that every time that he came home late or when he didn't come home at all, it was because he was out there cheating on me?
You only realize that now? Well, you made him do it. His cheating is your fault. Do you know why? You're a housewife that couldn't do her job well, and on top of that, you couldn't even produce a child. So hurry up and get out of my brother's life. Get out of all of our lives. Just think that the divorce went through and disappear already.
I understand. Goodbye.
Don't ever show your face around us again. We don't want to see it. If you see us, you better turn the other direction. Hello, ex-sister-in-law. Oh, that feels so fun to say. Oh, it's been about a month. How have you been doing? Just wanted to give you a little update. We're moving out of our apartment soon and starting our lives in our new beautiful condo. I'm feeling happy and nice today, so I'm going to send you a picture of our new place. If you are crying or feeling angry about missing out, keep those feelings to yourself. I don't want to know about it.
Really? Even though that condo doesn't exist?
What? What are you talking about? We bought a condo from my boyfriend. I told you about it a while ago. Did you forget already? Are you going senile?
Have you been in contact with that boyfriend? When was the last time that you guys had a proper talk?
I don't get it. What do you mean?
That's your boyfriend, right?
Why do you have a picture of my boyfriend?
This person was arrested by the police yesterday. Are you going to be okay?
What? Police? What police? What do you mean he was arrested?
He was arrested for real estate fraud and other charges. They finally caught him.
Fraud?
Yep. He targets stupid young girls, mostly. He goes up and talks to them and then get them to sell their parents' house. Then he tells them he's got a condo that he can sell them for just $2,000 a month. That's how he gets them.
Wait a minute. That is exactly what he did to me.
Yep. Word for word what you told me. That is his MO.
No, that can't be true. You're lying to me.
Remember, I did live in that house with you guys. That house is most definitely not worth that much. Even with the land, it wouldn't be enough to pay for a condo. You would be lucky if it could pay for the down payment. Definitely impossible to buy a condo.
Second red flag was the $2,000 mortgage. That is unheard of. I would believe it if you told me that was the monthly maintenance fee. Too many alarm bells were ringing, so I looked it up. Well, I didn't really look it up. I asked my former colleagues about it. Did I not tell you? Before I got married, I was a real estate agent. I called the people at my old office. It was super easy for me to get a hold of them. Wait, you worked at a real estate agency? I thought you were just talking about McDonald's or something when you said you used to have a job. I was in the real estate business. I know all about properties and houses. I got my license on my first try. I've done walkthroughs and sold property before. The whole shebang. Really? Why didn't I know? I can't say that I was the top in my team, but there was a month or two when I was the one that closed the most houses. Anyway, it isn't unheard of for parents to downgrade after their children have left the nest. People usually think that it is a good idea to sell the house and move into an apartment instead. They always want to give the extra money to their children as a down payment for their home. I was in charge of 1 or 2 cases like that before too. That's why when you were explaining what you did, I immediately thought that it was odd. I had to make sure that my hunch was right, so I asked friends who were still in the industry. Sure enough, there was a scam going on that sounded exactly like what you said. My boyfriend is a scam artist? And he's famous? Well, I don't know if he's famous, but he's a well-known scammer in the real estate industry. Or maybe I should say ex-scammer, since he's been arrested and everything. By the way, do you have any record that you received money for the deed to the house and property? I don't have anything like that. I just let my boyfriend deal with all that. I just did what he said. I let him handle all the paperwork. He said that the money went straight to paying the condo fees and other things. No money ever passed through our hands. We thought that it would be fine since the money is only going from one property to another. Actually, he reassured me that it was fine. Yeah, scammers do like to reassure their marks. The real estate business is all about contracts and what those contracts stipulate. It wouldn't be easy for someone who doesn't know about real estate to draw up these contracts. You should never let someone sign contracts on your behalf. Also, you should also read everything in the fine print before you ever sign a contract. That's all basic knowledge, not just in real estate. It can be very dangerous if you don't follow those rules. I can tell you now that the money never went to buying that condo. That was all a ploy for that person to get a hold of your parents' house and property. But he was the one that arranged for the monthly apartment that we are staying in now. He is the one that is paying the rent for it too. Well, of course. The price of rent for the apartment is only a fraction of the money that he is going to make from the property that you gave him. He only had to pay for, what, 2 months? That's a couple $100 in comparison to the thousands that he got. For a scammer, that's just a small price to pay. No way. I can't get a hold of him. He's not picking up my calls. Did you try calling the local jail? You're not helping. Sorry. Well, did you even get a key to the supposed condo? You said that you bought it, right? Whose name is on the deed? What about the contract? Who has it? Is there even a contract? Well, we were supposed to get all that today when we moved into the condo. It's just as I thought. You're going to find out soon enough. It'll be clear once you go to there, I imagine. The property owner is going to be so confused, and you'll find out that you had been had. Oh my god! What are we going to do? If we don't have this condo, then where are we supposed to live? My brother's girlfriend was so excited about moving in with us. Oh gosh, that also means that we don't have any money. We spent it all on moving expenses and storage fees. That is exactly what that means. You said he was arrested, right? We can get our money back. Or at least we can get our house back, right? I'm not 100% sure, but usually in these cases, people don't get the property back. No way! That can't be! You know all about real estate, right, Kathy? You have to help us. Do you want to buy a new condo? Can we do that? Well, consider that your father only makes $1,000 a month at his part-time job, and Edward brings home $2,500 before taxes. There's a chance that you might not be approved for a housing loan, so you can't really rely on that. It's going to make it really tough for you guys to only live on a few $100 a month. My father and my brother only make that much? They don't make much more than I do. You guys lived in a house that was already paid off. You didn't have to pay a mortgage, so it was fine that you guys didn't make that much money. If you guys were able to manage your expenses, then it was enough for everyone to live on. But that's no longer the case. Now you have two old people that are in need of assistance to live their daily lives. Then there's you, who spends more than any one of you makes individually or probably put together. Lastly, there's your brother, who has a new girlfriend and will also be needing to pay for alimony soon. Your expenses are going to be extraordinary. You'll definitely be in the red every month. Alimony? You're planning to take more money from this family? It's your fault that you fell into a scam. That has nothing to do with me. The divorce was already filed. I'm no longer a part of the family. I'm just a stranger now. I want to start my new life as well. There's nothing more I can help you guys with. Now, wait a minute there. Since you worked as a real estate agent, you're able to find us a really cheap place to live. You can even waiver all the brokerage fees and commission fees. Our month-to-month rent apartment ends this month. We won't have a place to live in a few weeks. We'll be out on the streets. You have to help us. Sorry, nothing that I can do. Hope you guys can band together and think of something. Why are you treating us like this? We are your family. I should have said that to you a long time ago. But there really is nothing that I can do. You didn't only sell the house, but you sold the land that it was on too. The only thing you can do now is to sue the scammer for what he owes you. Or you can sue to get the land back by telling the judge that the contract was illegal. You could break the contract that way. But it's going to take a long time and a lot of money for you guys to do that. I can't say how long the court system is going to take. Well, that won't do us any good then. We need that money and that house back now. Or how else are we going to live? Good luck and find some way to do it. That's all you can do for yourselves. That's all from me. Goodbye. Wait, Kathy, don't go. Kathy, please. We're sorry. I feel bad for what I did. I'll do the housework from now on. I'll help you out every day. So please help us. At least tell us where you're going to live. Actually, you can just tell me. I won't tell anyone else. Let's live together from now on. You and me. We're family! In the end, they weren't able to get the house or the land back. My ex-in-laws didn't go through with the lawsuit, but they were able to find a really cheap apartment and move there. Edward's girlfriend broke up with him after they found out that they wouldn't be living in that expensive condo. He tried to come crawling back to me, but I told him the only message I wanted to see from him was a monthly alimony check. His mother and father were so shocked with what happened that they grew even weaker than before. Now there is no way that anyone can deny the fact that they need living assistance. In fact, Edward's father was diagnosed with early-onset Alzheimer's and had to quit his part-time job. Edward and Cassidy are busy working their regular jobs as well as anything else that they can do on the side to just pay for everything. It must not be easy for them to live in that small apartment with so many people in there. Or so I've heard. I've washed my hands of that family, so whatever happens to them isn't my problem anymore. It's time for me to live my life the way I want to live it.